So this morning we're going to take off and head up the Norris Creek Trailhead. We're heading up to Madera Peak. Never been up there. I think it's about a little over 10,000 feet. So I am getting destroyed at the moment by mosquitoes. So I'm going to go put something on. And anyway, this is the beginning. Oh my gosh, lots of mosquitoes. First little lake on the trail. Don't think it's one of the Jackass lakes. Would you call it Nord?
Something like that.
Something like Nord Lake? Not sure totally, but just crystal clear. And as you can see, very calm. It's almost like a perfect mirror when you look down into it. Very pretty place. Here we are at the first of Jackass Lakes. There's 3 of them. This is, I think, the biggest. We can't see it all from this angle, but very pretty spot. If you pan out this way, you have a very large vista in front of you. Here is the larger part of Jackass Lake. Straight across where that cliff is, I was up here with the youth group just a couple years ago, and the water's actually pretty deep right under that cliff, so we got to jump off of it into the water. And I don't know, it's probably 20 feet or something, so it was a good bit of fun. Lake is very cold, just so you know. So behind me is Upper Jackass Lakes. I don't know if there's one beyond this, but this is certainly one of them. There's a third somewhere. We may hit it at some point, or we may have already passed it and didn't see it. But we are heading up to the top up there, and then actually out to a peak that's right up in the woods, right about there, which is the highest peak around here, called Madera Peak. So up there will be over 10,000 feet. But it is gorgeous. Little trout and stuff jumping here in the lake. We're getting up to almost the tree line here, huh?
Yeah.
It's getting real sparse.
Yeah.
So right behind me, and probably a couple hundred feet beneath, is Upper Jackass Lakes. And it's actually the biggest of the 3 as far as I can tell. And it's crystal clear, as I would expect. It's gorgeous up here though. And we're heading still up to those peaks back there, the darker peaks. So now we're up above Jackass, the 3rd one, quite a bit higher than we were before. See the vistas out there. There's the back of Nathaniel's head. And just kind of give you the full view of what we're doing here. We're still going up. You can see we're kind of past the tree line now, up into the snow, what's left of it. Gorgeous day. So once you get up here, there is really no path. You're just looking around and heading towards, the destination the best way you can. But it's a lot of scrambling over, pretty big rocks, I guess. And, we're getting up close to 10,000 feet, at least 9.5 probably right now, so the air's thin. Makes it a little bit challenging, but it's really pretty. Just keep getting higher. yet. Still a ways to go. And yeah, believe it or not, even up here, you still have remnants of the forest fighting to hold their ground. But we are about to come out of that completely. There's nothing left, it looks like. Just rock. Thought I would give you a feel for what the path is up here. It's just boulder after boulder, and you just kind of make your own way and hope that you don't fall. There's some snow. Oh, and there's the lake. I'm not sure if this will come out, but parts of the snow up here appear to be pink. And Dave believes that it is an algae that grows in the snow. And we've come through all of those boulders. Some of those were just fields of boulders that you literally had to climb over. These are a little bit smaller. You can actually walk on these. Makes it a little bit easier. But we're still moving. A couple other little lakes up here. A little over the 9,000 feet range probably for where they are. I'm higher than that, but the one right beneath me, the bigger one, is called Burrow. There's one off to the left, I don't know what it's called. And then there's one to the front of that, or behind it, I guess. Kind of up in that little gully or valley looking thing. All these mountains here that you're seeing peaks of are the mountains that you can see from Sentinel Dome and Glacier Point. So again, there's Burrow and that other little pond or lake. And then you come up to the peak and down the other side, and boom, there's another one. There's just thousands of little lakes up here. We're still a ways from where we're heading. This is slow going on these rocks. We just entered into a boulder field where must be quite a bit of iron in the rocks because they're all orange and brown. Very different than just the rocks right up the way and the rocks back behind us. Full disclosure, this last bit of this hike is honestly quite a bit harder than I was planning on doing today. I'm not complaining, mind you, it's fine, but I'm not too cool to tell you I am tired. These rocks are just wearing me out. Sometimes when you step on them, they move, which is really exciting. But that's where we're heading. So I don't know how far it is. I can't judge. Maybe a quarter of a mile. So we still got a little ways to go. More rocks to climb. More elevation to gain. And it's high. I'm feeling the altitude. Again, not complaining, but it is tiring. And just like that, we come to the end of the red rocks. And now it's just gray. Looks like just regular old granite from here on. Right behind me there is a rock chuck. They also call them marmots. He's just hanging out back there. I don't know if you can see him in this view or not. But I'm going to turn the camera around and try to get a better view of him. So should be sort of in the middle of your view right now. There he is. They live way up here on these, mountains in the altitude. He doesn't really seem all that afraid of me. Hopefully you'll be able to see him because the sun's glaring on this. I can't really see. Way up here, there's some trees. I have no idea how they got here. They're far beyond any of the others. but they're just as proud as they can be, doing their best. I guess God just wanted to plant some trees up high. I suppose we'll let him. Here we are on Madera Peak. We are the tallest thing around in the very distance, in the very distant space. Hopefully you guys can see it in the camera view. You can see the coastal range and the San Joaquin Valley out to Fresno and Madera and Merced. And the mountains now close to us. You start seeing those domes. One of them, sort of in the middle of the screen from right here, one of those domes out there is Sentinel Dome. Couldn't tell you which one, but I can see Madera Point or Madera Peak from Sentinel, so I'm sure we're seeing it. There's the Clark Range. Mount Lyell is somewhere in the middle of your screen now. And we got the minarets all the way around. There's the 360-degree view. And now we're back to where we started. Pretty amazing view, though. Over 10,000 feet up in the snow, there's a little bird hopping around, either eating bugs out of the snow or eating the snow itself. Can't really tell what he's doing, but he seems pretty excited about it. You can probably hear all the little flies and such buzzing around. There's also ants up here. That's about all the wildlife I've seen, though, other than that marmot. So I did some investigating, and it turns out that the little bird jumping around in the snow, he's actually eating bugs. If you go down and look at the snow, there's just thousands of little dead gnats in the snow. And so the birds are up here feasting, I suppose, on all those little dead gnats. Sounds like a great meal. Another little marmot.